Hi, this is Brad Linder with Liliputing, and I'm here with the Dell Inspiron Mini 10, the new version with the Intel Atom N450 processor, and the new design that has the battery sitting flush with the base of the unit, but sticking out past the lid. One thing I wanted to show you is that even though the touchpad has been redesigned a little bit, it still features one thing that's very similar to the original touchpad, which is that there are no distinct buttons, neither on the left or right side or underneath. Instead, those buttons are actually integrated, so you can left and right click by pushing down on the touchpad. And while this actually lets you save space, it can be a little bit difficult to use in some respects. So, for example, if I'm typing and I want to move the mouse around, or move the cursor to a certain point, it works fine if I'm doing it one-handed. You move the cursor, you click to the point where you want to, and you can go ahead and adjust things. But if you're the sort of person who tends to have one finger hovering so that you can click, what happens is you'll move the mouse to a certain point and suddenly it'll jump, because your finger might push down or slide on the screen a little bit too much if it's not in exactly the right location. So you mean to click, and instead you move the mouse. That said, overall it's got a nice texture to it. I don't notice myself having this problem too often. One other change that Dell has made with this model is, instead of having a two-finger feature, like 2 fingers down for scrolling or pinching to zoom, you have the scrolling section is actually just in the right-hand side or the bottom. So if you want to scroll up and down, you put your finger all the way to the right and move up and down, or if you want to scroll left and right, you move your finger all the way to the bottom and move left or right. Overall, I would have preferred to have distinct buttons, but this does allow you to have a fairly large keyboard without having the touchpad take up too much space. It's just one area that I find the touchpad to be a little bit difficult to use, and prefer to use a USB mouse with this laptop. This is Brad Linder with Liliputing, and again with the Dell Inspiron Mini 10, taking a look at the touchpad features.